When you talk about your free apps and stuff, that's where your free apps can become next to useless, because if your free apps are showing these GFS, these American models, as free data, and through the weekend, your forecast is changing every 6 hours. Every time you open your free app, it's a drastically different outcome because of this silly model that we're looking at here, this GFS model. So that's why we sift through that noise and say, hey, you know, this isn't what we want to look at. We look at the Canadian model, all right? It looks a lot more like the European. You see it does have a swath of snow that stretches all the way down from Kansas, northern Missouri, eastern Iowa, across Wisconsin, northwest Illinois. Not really much here for the city of Chicago. This is a little bit of backside snow action here, but maybe an inch or something. Right now, the trend, if you will, really does not favor accumulating snowfall for the Chicago metro area as of right now. One thing that I think is going to be an issue with this storm, we were talking about earlier in terms of the meteorology of this, is there's no, when we look at soundings, there's no saturation. There's a lack of saturation in our dendritic growth zone where the snowflake can develop. And so that can be a kind of a code red to snowfall accumulations. It could actually fall as sleet, or sometimes even fall as a mist, as a non-frozen particle of moisture, and really mess with the computer modeling. So again, if you don't have a service with a professional meteorologist who can analyze those kind of things, you would never know. You would take these maps at face value, and you wouldn't get the proper information out of it. So, you know, if we took a blend of models, this is the national blend of models, and we looked at rainfall, there's certainly a heavy swath of rain from Fort Wayne, Kokomo, Lafayette, Indy, and then all the way down through portions of south central Illinois that could exceed 4 inches of rain when this is all said and done. And quite honestly, right now, the heaviest rain may come in about a 36-hour window. So that certainly may allow for some of this flash flooding to be a little bit more of a bigger deal than what's being talked about currently. The blend of models on the snowfall, you see, has the Chicago metro area on the cusp. It has it right about 3 inches. So we're going to have to watch that. But again, I think we're probably a little north and west of that solution. You can see the bullseye is still south central Wisconsin. I don't anticipate that to change. The blend of models is always going to be a less dramatic solution, as it's multiple models blended into one outcome. But you can see, nonetheless, it does indicate a swath of 6 or more inches of snow is certainly possible. So a couple more slides here. I want to show you just a couple things on the long range, just some thoughts, and then I'll take your questions. So if you have them, ask them at the end, ask your questions, I'm happy to answer them. All right? This is the European model, and I've been talking about this since we started doing these live streams on Monday. This is the polar vortex, the infamous polar vortex. You know, that buzz term got created about 6 years ago, back in 2014, when it got incredibly cold around here. But note this area of warming up near Scandinavia and the North Atlantic, east of Greenland. What's happening is a parade of wave breaks are occurring in the North Atlantic, and they're sending in shots of warmer air up into this area, and this ridge is expanding. Well, as that warmer air in the upper levels of the atmosphere starts to expand here, it's causing the polar vortex to shift, its axis to shift a little bit. As this happens, as this migrates down into the area, there's a time that we could actually deal with some cold. It may actually get cold. This is a look at the GFS, the American model, the change versus the last run for the week 2 forecast. It got substantially colder. And I will say that the European model is actually getting quite a bit colder for next week. So for those of you with interests of snow, you may be in luck. This is a look at the precipitation from normal outlook from the American model. And again, you can see a much above normal forecast, a very active storm track through the Arklatex regions, down through the Tennessee Valley and the lower Ohio River Valley here. That can mean normally that on the north side of these storms, if you have cold, there may be some snow. So we got some hope here, possibly for some snow late month. If you guys are interested in it, it's certainly a possibility as we look to set up this wild thermal gradient. You check this out, these incredibly warm temperatures in the southeast and the massive air of or pool of cold air in the Canadian prairies up in the Pacific Northwest. There's been a ton of snow put down here, so it's this literally like a freezer out here, it's like an actual freezer. I mean, all the snow on the ground is acting to just modify this air, keep it very cold, and it might spill east here into the week 3 and 4 period, so we will watch that. I am going to now take some questions, and I'll pull up my phone here so I can see what you all have to say here. I'll try to start from the top, all right? So let's see. Stephanie says, what's that? Stephanie says, I'm excited about the snow, none for us. Travis says, rain will give way to snow, will give to snow for Battleground, Indiana. No, it won't. I disagree. I don't think you're going to get probably any snow there. Maybe you'll get some backside snow showers. But snow for Terre Haute, Rhonda, I doubt it. I don't think we're looking at a lot of snow for Terre Haute. I'm going to see if I can go back here and show you the blended model snowfall solution. Let's see. Brian, can you see if I can go back? Right. Nope. Forward. Right. One more. Right there. All right. So, again, for Terre Haute, obviously in all of Indiana, I don't favor any snow here, okay? Snow will stay north. Bring on the snow, Sarah says. All right. No blizzard for you, Ida. I'm sorry. I don't know where you live, but you're not going to get a blizzard. Rob says keep the snow. Okay, I will. The new green screen is awesome. Thank you, David. I appreciate that. It's fun. It's fun to get up here and show some weather graphics and show off. What color underwear am I wearing? Michael Lastly. I've actually fought for my life with Michael Lastly before. We used to work together, and we would chase down criminals and crooks. And we've been in knockdown, drag-out fights with people together, and that's a true story. So, Michael, I am wearing white underwear today, in case you're curious. Snow can stay away. Bob Knight, love the look. I wonder, are you Coach Bob Knight, or is it just like another normal Bob Knight? I'm curious. Could you re-show the snow map? Yeah, sure. Kathy, here's the snow map. Again, this is just showing the general locations of the snow. Don't necessarily take these numbers at face value, okay? But that's where we're favoring it. No snow in Cincinnati. Colin Yoakum, how you doing? Thanks for watching. Snow for Tipton, no. Andrea, no snow for Tipton, unfortunately. Vince says, how is February looking? It may start cold, and then it could end warmer. There's a lot to sift through. But I do think for a time here in the Ohio Valley, I think there can be a time where we may get into a pattern that can favor more snow than we are currently dealing with right now, at least. Let's talk summer. No. Jack the temps up, weatherman. Okay. If I could change the temps, I'd be recording this video from my own private island somewhere in the Bahamas.
Do you think winter's over?
Hey, we got YouTube comments. What are your thoughts for February? Looks like a comment there from a YouTube watcher. So our thoughts for February, again, could be that it could start cold and end warm. And I think it can still stay stormy. There's a lot of uncertainties right now on the table for February. And honestly, it's a pretty challenging forecast right now, looking beyond 2 weeks. So just continue to check back. How much rain for Johnson County? Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Dustin York. Appreciate that. Rain for Johnson County, it could be in the 3 to 5 inch range. Certainly quite a bit of rain here for Johnson County for sure. Let's see what we got here. Normal Bob Knight, kinda. James, thanks for everything. Why does this winter remind me of 2012? Well, I can't argue that. Will flash flood watches be posted for central Indiana? I think it's possible, especially west central Indiana. Fast forward to summer. I might be traveling to Sturgis, Michigan from Indianapolis Friday night. How is the weather looking there? Sturgis. I don't know exactly where Sturgis is at.
Northwest of Portland.
Okay, you'll be fine. Rainy. All right. Rob, you guys are awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that, Rob. Patty, hi from Judah. Hello. Should we be concerned with roads flooding? Anthony asks. Possibly. Yeah, I think it's a possibility. Okay. Let's see. I have a night trail race in Eagle Creek Park Saturday. Will I be running in the rain? Absolutely. Rain and wind. It's going to be awful. So dress warm? I don't know. Dress dry? Can you do that? I'm not sure. Oh gosh.
Is the storm produce any tornadoes in Tennessee Valley?
It could. The southern part of the Tennessee Valley,
Especially towards the deep south.
yeah, especially towards the deep south. That's certainly not out of the question. There could be some severe weather down into the deep south for sure, absolutely. So,
Hi from Russia.
hello from Russia. Wow, hello. Hello from Indianapolis. What's the over-under I get to plow snow over 3 times? I don't know. What do you think, Brett? Over-under on plowing snow 3 times?
How much snow do you need to plow?
Yeah, probably 2 inches. Yeah.
Under.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to wrap it up for today. I appreciate everybody tuning in, watching this. Again, please tag your friends in here. Go back to, if we can end on the first slide, Brian, on the lightning slide. Tag your friends in here. Again, we've got some really cool products that I want to get the word out. I want to spread the word. If I provide you guys with this information, if I interact with you, I ask that you pay it back by tagging someone in here, spreading the word, and letting folks know that we've got a pretty cool service that they can look into. So again, anybody in the event industry, schools, universities, anybody who's working outside, construction, and lightning's a big deal. That's the concern of your students, your workers, your staff. We've got some really cool information on that we'd love to share with you. For now, that's all I have for today. Again, love you guys. Appreciate you logging in here, watching us, interacting, and we'll catch you next time.